So there's this quote I heard recently. If you want revenge for the bad things that have happened in your life, start with the version of you that hasn't lived up to your potential. And boy, did that hit me. I didn't hear that quote as permission to turn on myself. I heard it as a confrontation, not a loud one, not a cruel one, but the kind that makes you go quiet inside because you know it's pointing at something real. Because accountability isn't about revenge. It's about the moment you stop pretending you didn't know better. Not sooner, not always, but eventually. There's a particular kind of grief that comes from realizing that the person who delayed your becoming the most wasn't your parents, wasn't your partners. It wasn't even the system that failed you. It was the version of you that learned how to survive by staying small. And that's hard to look at because it means holding on to two truths at once. I was doing the best I could, and I also abandoned myself. I didn't betray myself out of malice. I betrayed myself out of fear. Fear of being seen, fear of being wrong, fear of choosing myself and losing people who benefited from my hesitation. So no, I don't punish that version of me, but I don't excuse her either. Compassion without accountability is just another way to stay stuck. And accountability without compassion is just violence with better language. What I'm interested in now is the line between the two. Because if I'm honest, some of my deepest pain didn't come from what was done to me. It came from what I tolerated long after I knew what it was costing me. It came from the conversations I rehearsed in my head and never had. From the boundaries I understood intellectually but didn't enforce emotionally. That's the shadow that nobody wants to talk about. Not the trauma, but the participation. The moments I said, "It's fine," when it wasn't. The moments I waited for clarity when I was really waiting for permission. The moments I handed my agency to time, to hope, to someone else's potential. And here's the uncomfortable part. Some of that delay felt safer than growth. Because growth requires me to disappoint people. It requires me to grieve old identities. It requires me to stop blaming circumstances and start answering to myself. So when I say accountability, I don't mean self-hatred. I mean self-honesty. I mean looking at my life and asking, where did I choose comfort over alignment? Where did I confuse patience with avoidance? Where did I let doubt make decisions it had no business making? Because self-trust isn't something you manifest. It's something you rebuild, one uncomfortable choice at a time. And doubt doesn't disappear when you grow. It just gets quieter when you stop letting it run the meeting. And that's what's different now. I don't need to be perfect to be responsible. I don't need to be healed, to be honest. I just need to stop lying to myself about what I already see. Accountability is the moment I stop asking, why did this happen to me? And start asking, what am I going to do with the awareness I have now? Because that's where the power actually lives. Not in rewriting the past, not in punishing the version of me that didn't know how to be braver yet, but in choosing today to no longer abandon myself out of fear. That's not revenge, that's reclamation. And it doesn't happen loudly. It happens in the quiet decisions, the ones nobody applauds, the ones that finally say, I'm here, I'm responsible, and I'm not leaving myself again. I love you guys. Stay golden. Hey guys, you know what would really help me? If you like this video, please share, like, and subscribe for more.